Hello, everybody. This is Jennifer Matarese, the host of Disaster Area, and I just wanted to make this little short clip just to give you a heads up on what's been going on lately. Obviously, I haven't put out episodes since the start of November. That was due a lot to the holidays and to trying to make sure that I was able to pay my bills and all of that, so I decided to take a little bit of a break for that time. The last couple of weeks have been a lot. I have been working every single day of every single holiday. So Christmas Eve, New Year's. I'm going to work New Year's tomorrow. I worked today, which is New Year's Eve. So I have worked extra. I'm trying to pay down as many of my bills as possible. So we'll see how that works out. But as it stands, I am going to have more time in the next couple of months to focus on working on the podcast because it is slower at dog camp, so I don't have to worry about that. And what my goal is for the start of next year is to get into a schedule so that I am getting out an episode a week. We will see how that goes. Obviously, I've had difficulties doing that in the past because of my mental health issues and because of my jobs, but this is my goal. My goal is basically just to be like every other podcast and put out an episode a week. So we will see how this works out. I have several that are going to be very large episodes that I have to do in terms of requests that are pretty big subject matter. So yeah, those will be coming shortly. I'm going to try to do a couple of small ones and work on those big ones at the same time so I can keep putting things out. Also, some of you may have noticed that I did put out a couple of episodes of a fiction podcast called Dandelion, which is a manuscript that I haven't had the time to properly submit. I have tried sometimes, but it is very difficult subject matter. But I decided to start sharing it with you guys as part of me, trying to get things made and trying to get things out there and keep writing going and all of that. So I did put those on the Patreon as charged posts, but I will be posting them to the Patreon for free from now on. I'm going to try to do it every Monday, schedule them for every Monday, and then have them come out like every Tuesday for people who are just listening like regular. They'll be ad free on the Patreon, so there's that. As for personal stuff, I unfortunately lost my grandmother on the 23rd. She passed away. Fortunately, she didn't pass on Christmas or Christmas Eve. That was my dad's mom. That was something that we knew was coming. She's was 89 and had Alzheimer's, so that was coming. And so we knew that, but it's still very sad. My parents had to put one of their cats to sleep the other day, which not the same thing, obviously, but still very sad. So, yeah, not a very good week in terms of that. I've kind of been using Heated Rivalry as a crutch and just watching it over and over again to make myself feel better. I've been working so much, I haven't had the time to sit down and kind of focus on anything. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I do have a bereavement day that I can use for my weekend job, and I'm going to use that and just kind of, relax. I'm not allowed to do anything, just relax and just kind of let everything go. So I really hope that all of you also have something that you can focus on in the new year, that you can look back on this year and have something that you are proud that you accomplished. I'm kind of keeping the bar low for this year. I survived and the podcast is still going slowly, but it is. And I am trying to get in better health, so I'm going to a gym, things like that. I just really hope that you all are taking care of yourselves, and when things are getting really, really difficult, you are able to take the time. What I didn't mention at the beginning of this, by the way, and I completely forgot about it, but I really need to, is that today is the 10th birthday of the podcast. The podcast has been going since December 31st, 2015. So I have been doing this for 10 years now, a full decade. I've been saying 10 years for a while just because, but it has been 10 years today. And it's just really strange to me that I have managed not only to do this for 10 years, but to do pretty well at it, if I do say so myself, considering I'm not the sort of person who makes, like, commercials to put on other podcasts or does a lot of advertisement. I basically just make this thing and put it out into the world, and people seem to enjoy it. So I am going to put this out just so everybody knows, what the status is and how we're going and what we're doing. I have to record 2 more episodes before the end of the night, and until the next episode, I will see you guys later, and you take care of yourselves. Stay safe.